Shadzilla in one of my cribs. Want to give you some real estate investing game. This particular house right here is it was a triplex. We had to convert it back down to a single family. The reason we had to convert it to a single family because we couldn't find the proper comps in the area for multifamily. So, you know, my lender kind of had, you know, he was holding the car. So we either had to find another lender, but we was already under contract with the seller, or we could just play ball, agree to downgrade it to a 1 unit because the comps match out here. And, you know, with the numbers that we had, we probably cleared a $200,000 spread. So we got this house for $130,000. We're gonna put about 150 in it. So we all in at 280. The ARV over here is at least 400, 500, 600. You know what I'm saying? So even though we having setbacks, these are basically like learning experiences, man. Because what I learned from this deal is I don't want to do a heavy lift. This right here is a heavy lift, 150,000. If I'm doing anything over 80,000, I might as well build a new construction. That's the one thing that I learned from this deal. Now we'll still be profitable on this deal. We'll still clear minimum 150, 200,000 on this deal. So what to be prepared for when doing a heavy lift? And like I said, when I say a heavy lift, I mean any deal that is gonna take over 80,000. 80,000 and under, you know, that's, you know, you could flip it. But anything over 80,000, for my, you know, my new rules of thumb, I'm not doing this. It's a walk away. I'm the type of investor, I want to get my contractor, we do the walkthrough, we get the budget, I know my number, I know my exit number, and I come in and check in on the deal, and, you know, it's really no surprises. So you got new construction, you can have those paint carpet flips, you can have those rentals that really don't require, you know, any much renovation, those type of deals, man. I'm more of a volume investor. I don't want to be on site 4, 5, 6, 7 months on one house. I don't. If I want to be on site 6, 7 months, it needs to be a development deal, and we're building multiple houses. Another thing that I learned is, you know, how to handle your contractors. Always be ahead on work, behind on payments. Because what I realized is with this particular deal, I never really had a problem on any other deal, but since this is such a deep dive type deal that you really have to be committed for months and months and months on this project. And, you know, it just, with the climate that's going on in this area, there was a tornado here last year. So a lot of the good contractors are already on long-term jobs. And as any businessman, you would rather be on a long-term job than have to jump from job to job to job every month. So I definitely understand it, I get it. This is just the climate we're in. A lot of the contractors are booked up. So you end up having to go down tiers or bringing somebody up. You know, I even brought one of my contractors from, you know, Atlanta out of town to come up here and, you know, assess the damage. He had the same mindset that I have now. He said he didn't want to fool with it. It was too heavy of a lift. You know, the houses that he's done for me before have been paint carpet flips. You know, minimum, you know, just in and out type stuff. And that's the type of stuff I'm looking for from here on out, because I don't want to deal with this headache, especially an out of town headache like this. You know, I probably can do it in my backyard. You know, I'm up and down the road enough to where this is my home too, but home base, I'd rather it be in my backyard, because when issues arise, and they arise a fucking lot, I have to hit the road every time, because FaceTiming, Zooming, that can only get you so much. Sometimes you gotta get in here and point to stuff, you know, and let the contractor know, hey, I need this. Hey, like even these steps, you can't see it, but even these steps, man, they gotta be 33 inches wide. You know, it gotta be a 33-inch walkway for, you know, people to get through here. That's cold. You know, so it's all those types of stuff. So it's hard to do that from FaceTime. You know, you need to be right here with the contractor. Say, hey, measure this. I want to see it and verify it and make sure it's 33 inches. Finding good contractors in the hot market, man. Whew. Hey, I got that on my list to talk to y'all about, but I'm still trying to find that myself. Trying to find good contractors in the hot market. Man, this market is on fire, man. It's no shortage of work. So you really got to find somebody with some integrity, somebody who has the team to take down the job, and somebody who knows how to do time management, that's good at time management. because what you'll find is, like I said, man, all of the good and great top tier contractors, they're booked up. Like, they've already been booked up from the tornado that happened. So they're on long-term jobs with guaranteed money from insurance companies. So there's no way we could pull them off that job. So what's left is the mid-tier to low-tier contractors that, you know, they may show up, you pay them, they may not come back. You know, if there's an issue, they may not come back. You may not be able to get in contact with them. I had a problem with that on another one of my houses where the plumbing, we got it under contract. The new buyer sent his inspector out. He started running the sink started leaking. Everything's new. So I'm like, man, how's the sink leaking and everything new? They put the wrong size caps under the sink. So just simple stuff like that, man. You kind of get what you pay for. But in this climate, you know, it's just hard, man. I've been on the phone all morning trying to get people from out of town to come up here, reputable companies, because I'd rather pay more and have my time. I don't want to be on site holding contractors' hands, and that's what I've been seeing myself doing lately. And that's not good when you're playing the volume game. You know, when you got a dozen flips going on at once, you got a couple new bills going on, you got, you know, just a lot of stuff going on for me to be hand holding. You know, a couple of my other projects, you know, they're on automation. You know, they call me when it's a problem, and I call them and check in and make sure everything's still on budget. You know, and that's how I like to roll. I like to play the volume game, man. I don't want to do the mom and pop. You know, I come in here and swing hammers myself. That's not my style. It was a triplex, so my niche is multifamily and paint and carpet flips. So it was my niche, but in the middle of the transaction, I had to pivot, and I had to downgrade it from a triplex to a single family. And now we have to restore the whole house. We have to reframe it to a single family because it was framed for a triplex, you know? So I want to say, like, stick to your niche, because I'm glad I didn't back out, because I learned a lot from this flip, but I won't do another one of these again. I wouldn't do anything over 80,000 renovation. You know, anything over 80,000, I'm building from the ground up. You know, we got to be able to find something better than that, you know? So that's my niche. Paint and carpet, multifamily, and new construction. So make sure you stick to your niche. You don't want to get caught up in the wave. You got to figure out what's your niche. So once you find out your niche, then you can start, you know, looking for properties. Once you start looking for properties, I mean, simultaneously, you need to know how to recognize a deal. So you got to get your underwriting skills up to par. I got a couple videos on underwriting. If y'all watching this video, reach out to me with the email provided below, and I'll send you one video on underwriting deals. If you want to go dive deeper, you can sign up for my deal underwriting boot camp.